Steven Milhausen here with you're a man of many hats. NFL insider, do work for Bellator, and you run Merging Vets and Players, the one and only Jay Glazer. Jay, thank you for the time, and I think what you do with MVP is absolutely amazing. And I was talking to Nate about it, and what made you come up with this?
It kind of just hit me because obviously working in the NFL, we're having a lot of issues right now. The players finishing up and talking about CTE and concussions. They're kind of going down a bad road where suicide wasn't really prevalent. Now it is. In the military, same thing. We're going through PTSD or going down a bad road with suicide. And I'm like, man, they kind of have the same complaints, the same struggles. Let's put them together. To me, it just made sense. Because the biggest thing is whether you fight on the fight team, or you're on the football team, whether you're in the military, it's that team. And when you don't have a team, that's when things can get a little bit scary. So I just want to create a team again. When you put these guys on a team, the stuff they can do is way bigger than the rest of us.
What have you noticed in terms of the interaction between the vets and the players?
Oh my God, they lean on each other now. Because the players come in and combat vets look up to them. Right? These guys look up to combat vets. But it's really incredible how similar they are. They just lift each other up. So the biggest problem is the vets come home and like, I'm alone, I'm different. I'm like, no, you're different. Different is good, it's not a bad thing. And all of a sudden they're friends with these football players. These football players, well, I used to play in the NFL. No, you played in the NFL. And all of a sudden they have these combat vets with their boys. Again, it's about building this other team. They can do things the rest of us can't. Whether you fought in the cage, you played in the NFL, you go, you're a combat vet, you're doing stuff that 99.9999% of the world are unwilling or unable to do. When they are alone and they're secluded and they feel like no one understands them, it's scary. When they are together, they go back to being of service and doing these great, incredible things again.
Were you surprised at how easily they were able to mesh together, or were there like, I don't know how, because it's different personalities?
It made sense. It really did. Like I see things a little bit crazier than most. And for me, it's just A to Z. I saw it. I'm like, this makes so much sense. They're both complaining about the same things. It's just bad when you're alone. Just put them together. We're gonna look up to each other. Why not? Like, it just made sense to me. And as we started putting them together, and we started hearing them talk, I'm like, oh my God, this is so simple. It's brilliant. And we have saved so many lives with this. And then we started actually deploying these guys. We deployed a group down to Hurricane Harvey. They were able to get in places others couldn't. We deployed in Vegas after the shooting. It's really cool when they're able to live a life of service again.
Has it surprised you how much MVP has grown in a short amount of time?
I'm just proud of them. I'm surprised. There's nothing these guys can't do. You know, I see what they've done, and I've heard what they've done, but I don't know what they can't do. So I'm here walking the walk with them.
I've wanted to ask you this, and I was going to ask you this when we were supposed to talk a few months ago. How do you balance doing MVP, doing Fox NFL stuff, and doing Bellator? How do you balance everything at one time?
They all kind of fit into each other. Football, fighting, my foundation, they all kind of fit into each other. Faith, football, fighting, and our family. Just in the foundation, they fit in together. So for me, it's just kind of one big crazy world, if you will. I just, when I'm going hard in the NFL, I'm like, oh my God, I need a break. I go and fight, and I'm done, and that's me getting my ass whipped over there by Randy and all these guys. When I'm done taking a beating from them, I go and I work on people's hearts. And when I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a lot, I go back to football, and it kind of gets all the roommates in my head to play along nicely.
So when do you take a break? When do you take a break?
What's that?
I don't know either. A lot going on in both sports, and a lot going on with Bellator. Next weekend, they got a big card. Next Saturday, got a big card here in Chicago. Fedor, Frank Mir in the main event. What do you make of that fight? Because both guys are at different stages of their career. Frank coming off a 2-year layoff. Fedor coming off a horrible loss to Matt Mitrione. What do you make of that fight?
It's still, what I love about Bellator is they build up these storylines. They really do a great job. They're a relationship-based business. That's why I've known Scott Coker for years. I was the first host of the National MMA Show in America. We did the Pride Fighting Championship. Fedor was everything. He was a legend. And I did his fight with Tim Sylvia. It was unbelievable. And obviously, Frank Mir is the most storied heavyweight in the history of the sport. So to put them all together, I don't care when it is. I just like the fact that these guys are finally going to get to see it. Legend versus legend, man. I'm glad we get to see it. I'm glad they made it.
You go back to Pride, and Fedor was in his prime. What makes him so special, even 15 years later?
The dude is just no emotions. You see guys sitting there back in the locker room, they're getting themselves psyched up, and Fedor's playing cards. And there really wasn't anything he couldn't do. Right? His punches came in weird looping angles, his kicks were great, his sambo submission game was incredible. He had a really good chin back then. It was, you know, there wasn't anything he could do. There wasn't really, there wasn't a hole in his game.
Now,
I just want to make sure Zach and them aren't leaving out here.
who wins?
I can't say. I'm hosting it.
Oh, Jay, you got no predictions?
Can't do it.
You talked about
Football or
you talked about working with Scott Coker and knowing him for years. What differences have you noticed compared to when you were working at Fox for the UFC and now working for Bellator?
It's just my relationship with Scott has just been, we've been close for a long, long time. It was just, and a lot of my friends now are over in this organization. You know, Brian Bader, I started with him, I think before we had his first fight, we started training together, way back in the day. Man, I was training with Ed Ruth before he even got into this thing. Just the personalities you have. Randy Couture, obviously, was my partner in a lot of that stuff. Known Mitrione was Strahan's backup for the Giants. I was covering the Giants back then. Strahan's my best friend and all this stuff. It's just all these relationships. It's not really work when you're really genuinely have fun with people you work with.
Let me ask you one football question, and I seen the report today. I want to ask you the question. Does Tom Brady play in 2018?
Only Tom can answer that, man. It's got to be on Tom's timeline. I've been around guys who kind of go along, like Strahan didn't announce it until later. Alice announced it and then went back on it. I don't know what's in Tom's mind.
If he does retire,
greatest of all time. I haven't told you. I mean, just what's on his.
I wasn't even going to ask that question, but you can. I'm glad you asked that.
Greatest of all time.
What do you make of? Are the Patriots done if Tom Brady retires?
Not Belichick's thing.
And we'll end with this. How can people find more information about MVP?
Go to vetsandplayers.org. Right now we're in LA, Vegas. We're going to continue here in Chicago. Really, we're just trying to build these teams again. We need your help. We do. We need your help. Every dollar that you help us with, it goes right to helping these guys out. And I can't thank you guys enough for helping.
Thank you, Jay, for the time. No, thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Buddy. See you next week.